Alright, I'm Shesh. Welcome to the ChillShesh. This brings me back, baby. This was the first game I streamed. Good times. Alright. Oh god, no. Thank god I have this extra save. Alright, so let's see these sonas, huh? Yeah, we'll just start in the beginning, I mean.
Okay, leave the support to me.
Looks so weird, it like runs at such a higher frame rate than Persona 5 Royal. Alright.
If only Pudsec
Okay.
could see me now. Fire!
Whoops, wrong button. Alrighty. Okay. Yeah, and I have them like in order of their element too. Alright, so Lucifer, he's the ultimate persona, right? So he's my almighty persona. So I have Morning Star on him, colossal almighty damage, right? Dormina to put enemies to sleep, right? Just so you can put them to sleep and do technical damage. Could have just went to the Velvet Room. I could also have just done this. Just saying. But anyway, yeah, and then Spellmaster to decrease SP cost, Shadow of Grief, it restores SP when I use Morning Star, based off of damage absorbed. The Ailment boost and the Sleep boost to increase the likelihood of putting enemies to sleep. Soul Thief, which gives SP when I inflict a status ailment, and Technical Adept for the technical damage, so when I put them to sleep, I do that and do technical damage. And you'll see this is kind of like a reoccurring trend in all of my builds. They're all kind of built like this, just with different elements. Not all of them. There's a few exceptions. For instance, this guy, right? So he already burns enemies with Blazing Hell, so I just have Blazing Hell, and I didn't have any gun skills on anybody, so I gave him one shot kill. Arsene, yeah, I didn't want to use Arsene. But yeah, so Blazing Hell, severe fire damage, chance of inflicting burn, Spellmaster, we know what that does. Fire Amp to increase the damage of the fire. I wanted to put Fire Boost on him, but I didn't have a skill card for it, and it just wasn't in the path that I used for Inheritance. Ailment and Burn, you know what those do. Soul Thief, again, drains SP when inflicting an ailment, and Enduring Soul. So, they're gonna start to all feel pretty similar. So, Diamond Dust, severe ice damage. Spellmaster, decreases SP. Soul Thief, makes it to where when I inflict a status ailment, I get SP back. Ailment boost, freeze boost, obvious. Ice Amp, ice boost. You get it, right? And then, of course, Evil Smile to inflict fear, right? Yeah, exactly. I don't even really know why I kept that on him. He just, like, had it, I guess. He was, like, the first one I made, so... But, yeah. Yeah. So, anyway, Wild Thunder, severe electric damage, Wage War to inflict rage, increases your damage output. Spellmaster, Soul Thief, same shit, decreases SP, gets SP when inflicting an ailment. Alek Amp, Alek boost, ailment boost, shock boost. I'm sure you're starting to see the pattern here. This is my healer and wind user. So, severe wind damage, heal Diaron, however you say it, you know, basically fully restores HP of one. This for the whole party, this for revival. Spellmaster decreases SP cost, the wind boosts, and Technical Adept, because if I inflict burn with Mara, I can get technical with this. Okay, on to the next guy. So Psychoblast, severe psychic damage. Brain Jack to Brainwash. We all know that Brainwash is a pretty good status ailment, but then you can do the technical damage with Psychoblast, hence why I put Technical Adept on this guy. Spellmaster, you get it. Brainwash, you get it. I thought I had ailment boost on this guy, but apparently not. So yeah, Soul Thief, Siam. You get the point, right? So. Yeah. Isn't Bugs a better Psy user? I don't know. I mean, this guy does have the strongest Psychokinesis attack. That's all you really need. I mean, you see these stats. It doesn't really matter what persona I use at that point. It's more so like fusing personas together that have the right, like, ancestors for fusion. You get what I mean? Like, you just need to follow a fusion path that leads you to where you'll inherit all the skills that you want and end with a persona that, you know, learns the final skills that you need. So yeah. Yeah, they don't have abilities. It's true. But even abilities can be inherited. So anyway, Cosmic Flare. Severe nuke damage again. High chance of Dizzy. Spellmaster, Technical Adept, Dizzy Boost, Nuke Amp, Nuke Boost, Enduring Soul. You get the point. This guy got really messy. I wanted a Blessed persona, and he seemed to be the best one, but I just, like, didn't even know what to do with him, honestly. Like, and I think I made him before I made Lucifer, so, like, yeah, because I think you make Lucifer from him. If I'm remembering correctly, don't quote me on that. And so I just threw this on him, but then I quickly realized, like, oh, I don't need this anymore. It became inferior very quickly. Salvation. Yeah, this guy's just kind of a mess, honestly. I just didn't know what to do with him. So, yeah. Angelic Grace is kind of cool because it increases evasion for all elements besides Almighty. And then dodge physical just to kind of cap that off. Yeah. Alice, which was one of my favorites. Die for me. It's a curse insta-kill, right? Heavy curse damage with this one. Spellmaster, Mudo boost, curse amp, endure, enduring soul. Wait, why do I have both of those on? That's silly. I could totally have changed that. Okay, so on to Yoshitsune. So medium physical damage to a wide area of flows with a medium chance of inflicting sleep. I did that because, like, you know, hey, I jump into a battle, I use Dormant Rush, it may kill enemies on its own, and then I can use this colossal physical damage and get technicals if they're asleep, if they get put to sleep. So, Rebel Soul, Showtime gauge increases more quickly. I don't remember why I put that on him. I think he might have just learned that naturally. So, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, greatly increases down gauge of one foe when landing a critical. Yeah, this guy would destroy shields. It was crazy. I would just use Dormant Rush until they fell asleep, or I would freeze them or shock them with my other personas, right? And then I would just go ham with Hasatobe, and knockdown style would make it to where they'd get knocked down like crazy. Technical Adept, that was really nice. Sleep boost for the Dormant Rush, Soul Thief to get SP back when I inflict sleep. Ailment boost, you get it. Yeah, and then just all max stats. Yoshitsune didn't come out with max stats. I actually had to use persona points to get him up to full. But yeah, I will say though, like if I had to recommend one of these to make, well, let me put it this way. Here's the top three for you. Alice, Yoshitsune, and Lucifer. And the reason for that is because Lucifer, you can just put enemies to sleep and do Morning Star, and it's basically with Technical Adept, and it's basically like you're hitting enemies with their weakness over and over again, because nobody nullifies Almighty, and with Technical Adept, if they're asleep, it's like you're just gonna do a lot of damage, you know? What does knockdown style do? So basically it makes their shields go down quicker. It makes them get knocked down quicker when you land a critical. And I could be wrong, but I feel like that applies to technicals as well. And then I recommend Alice because, well, I'll show you. I'll actually demonstrate why she's the shit. But notice I have Mudo boost on here. That's very important. Yeah. And then Yoshitsune, just because he's a good physical attacker. Dorman Rush is insane. It does so much. Or sorry, Hasatobe is really good. If you can inflict any, not any, but most status ailments, like pretty much any status ailment on an enemy, and then you use Hasatobe with knockdown style, you're set. Like that's gonna just destroy. So it's pretty good because it's a multi-hit move. So anyway, I'll show you why Alice is the shit. You might have.
Take this.
Whoops. I don't even remember how to play this game. Basically her, if I remember correctly, square, 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 triangle. Yeah, does Mamadoon, which is a curse insta-kill move. And if you can just like pull that off, right, into crowds of enemies, there's a high chance they may die, and it costs no SP. But if you really wanted to get silly, you can just do this.
You're mine.
You know what I mean? And just nuke areas just by doing this. So, and I guess while I'm at it, I might as well show you my my party members. Yeah, Die For Me is really good, even if she is the only one. Yeah, totally. What do you need? You need Alice, is that what you're saying? Because of that combo? Yeah, it's really helpful to learn the combos. Yeah. Yeah. It's good to pay attention to what skills... To be honest, I didn't do this a ton, but like, it's good to pay attention to what like combo skills each character like has, right? So like he has a fire one, right? He also has a gun one. So putting, yeah, that was one-shot kill. You couldn't really, yeah, one-shot kill. You couldn't really see it, but hold on. Yeah. But yeah, it's good to pay attention to that stuff because then if you put like, you know, freeze boost or ice boost on a persona that has an attack that, you know, has to do with ice or whatever it may be, you know. I think you get my point. But yeah, they're all like that, I'm pretty sure. Right? Oh man, I remember having way too much fun with this. Because it would just shock enemies like crazy. So anyway. That's trippy? What are you talking about? What was trippy? Oh yeah, and speaking of... Oh yeah. Also, if I have, yeah. Well, that's the thing is those skills never, as far as I know, they don't change depending on your abilities. So like, see, she can learn concentrate, or she just like it's not in her moveset that I have for her, but she can do it in a combo. And actually, one of my other personas. That is not what I meant to do.
It's over.
I apparently don't know. I don't know the combos anymore. Dude, I'm bad at this now. What? There you go. One of my personas, this guy, has concentrate at the end of his combo, which is really weird. Dude, I'm so bad at the combos now. What the hell? I don't know him anymore, man. But anyway. Is it? Hold on, let me try this again.
Fortius, Trumpeter, Metatron.
1, 2, 3, 4. What? 1. There we go. Oh, it's debilitate. Never mind. Maybe I'm wrong. One of my other personas, I'm pretty sure, has concentrate at the end of their combo, though. Just don't remember what it is. But yeah. So, party member personas. These are like less... I mean, the thing that's kind of cool about this game is that you can swap skills for your party members, right? But, yeah. Thing is with these party members, you want to fit more variety into their personas because they only get one persona. So, yeah, with Ryuji, I just basically was like, alright, try to shock enemies and then do technical damage. I gave him this just to raise attack, because none of Joker's personas do that. Attack Master, just so he doesn't have to cast that all the time on himself or whatever. Made Mona my wind and healer. So, wind attack, healing abilities. Wind boost, wind amp, technical adept. You get the point. On Blazing Hell, Brainjack, Decaja, in case we get... Well, no, is it? Yeah, it gets rid of all buffs for foes. Yeah, Dodge Ice, just so she doesn't get one-shotted and stuff. Goemon, similar philosophy as Ryuji. Freeze enemies, do sword dance. Speedmaster. That's another thing too, is I should show their stats because they're not all perfect. Like Ryuji, I tried to put a lot into endurance and strength because he has a high HP stat, and which is good, but we want to have that high defense because we're going to be using a lot of physical skills and we're going to be draining that HP a lot. Mona, I gave him a good amount of magic, but I mostly wanted him to stay alive, so I gave him a lot of agility and some endurance. On was the first one I got max magic on, so that was pretty cool. You didn't really use ailments like that, yeah. Well, in this game, they don't use a turn, so it's like you might as well, right? In Persona 5 Royal, I like to hit enemies with their weakness, but like if I have, like say I have Makoto out, right? And we're fighting an enemy that drains nuclear and is weak to psychokinesis. What I'll do is I'll use Makajama or whatever it's called with Makoto, and then it'll inflict forget, and then when it gets to Joker or Haru, I can use psychokinesis to not only hit them with their weakness, but to get technical damage as well. That's like how I use status ailments in Persona, the turn-based Personas, right? But yeah, it's just different in this. Makoto, I just made her a healer, and I gave her a flash bomb because it makes them dizzy, right? Yeah, and you can do technical damage with nuclear if they're dizzy. Riot gun, just to have a gun attack. Mapsiodyne, because she can't learn Psycho Force. Evil Smile for fear, technical damage again. Heat Riser, because nobody else had it. Actually, Zenkichi has it, but yeah, gun amp, gun boost, psi boost, and technical adept. Yeah. And then Sophie. She just has 1+ attack, all healing skills, and yeah. She was the main healer. I gave her a lot of magic and a lot of agility, similar philosophy to Morgana. To be honest, I put the least amount of stuff into Makoto, but she still ended up getting max strength. And then Haru, yeah, I definitely tried to get max strength and magic because she uses both pretty equally. I tried to give him max agility because he started off with good agility, so getting him to dodge and get those crits and stuff was good. Then this guy, I didn't really know what to do with him. I kind of just made him like a basic, like, what's the word? Just kind of like, oh, if the enemy doesn't have a weakness, this is your guy, because he's got Heat Riser, Debilitate, an almighty attack, a gun attack, and a physical attack. So you can get those crits in with the gun and the physical. You can do almighty, you know, firm stance to basically decrease damage taken in general for him. Enduring Soul. You get the point. Yeah. So that's them. Yeah, exactly. Zenkichi is an almighty physical guy. And buff debuffer. Exactly. He's just kind of like the... Usually my party was Joker, Zenkichi, Sophie, and whoever I figured we were going to have enemies that were weak to their element. Like if I thought we were going to fight nuclear personas that bring out Makoto. But if I didn't know what we were facing, I usually would have On, Ryuji, or Yusuke out. Because On had the max magic first, and the guys, Ryuji and Yusuke, they had, you know, ways of inflicting shock and freeze, and then I would just hit with physical and get crits and technicals and all that fun stuff. So, yeah.
Hey, wanna go check that?
That's pretty much it, man. I think I have everybody's ultimate weapon. I mean, if you 100% the game, like if you just do all the challenges and stuff, you're gonna get them. So, and when you finish everything, you actually get a really silly accessory called... It's called like the Omnipotent Orb. Or do I need to... Oh, I think I need to start a new game. It told me that... Oh, you get it? But then your game saves, and then the only thing you can do is start a new game, so... I can't really show it off to you, but... But yeah, fights are pretty much a joke at this point. It's like... Even with how... what's the word?
Focus. I can see it.
How rusty I am with this game, like, these fights are not going to be a challenge at all, because...
Persona! Alice!
Yeah, just watch.
This is our chance. As long as you don't blow reveal your true form. Let's tear right
I mean, and there's a lot of ways I can do this, but we'll just do Die For Me, because, you know, why not?
They're running out of steam. Hunt down any
Alright guys, get it.
Fire! Let's go! Be gone!
Yeah, here, an interesting one to show off would be Yoshitsune.
Show me your true self. What are you doing?
They all died.
Now's our chance.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Now see, if I do Dorman Rush, right? And then I do... See, a lot of them got put to sleep because of the sleep boost and stuff, so... But watch, this is gonna be ridiculous. They'll probably die before the animation finishes. Nope, they survived, but they got knocked down, so...
It's over. Perhaps I should be taking notes.
It's over.
That was a quick one.
Let's keep up the pace, shall we? I'll reveal your true form.
We're in a good spot.
Let's go.
Okay, and then like Lucifer, you just put him to sleep. Yeah, you get the point.
Persona, take this.
That was great.
And with one status ailment too, you can I did not mean to do that, but it works out. with one status ailment, you can usually get several attacks in.
Do it.
Persona! Let's go. Take this.
It's a strong one. Exploit its weakness to curve.
Why do I keep doing that?
You see? Rabbit step. Let's go. You're mine. Persona! Persona!
Just spam it, dude. I mean, if I brought out Thor... Oh, or I can just do die for me, you know, why not?
You defeated a strong enemy. Just like that.
Take this. Fire!
But yeah.
All right. We won.
Good. On to the next.
Yeah, it pretty much breaks the game, but what's also weird is, like, the ending bosses
What should we do?
are such damage sponges that I'm like, how are you supposed to beat this without maxing out your shit? Not even like, how are you supposed to beat it, but just like, it would take hours to beat one boss.
Persona!
So, just kind of silly, you know? Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. Especially, it takes so many hits. You can have max stats, the ultimate weapon, everything. And it takes the last boss on Merciless, but like the extra request version. Yeah, okay. Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I appreciate it, but I'm not gonna say anything specific. When you play on Merciless and you do the requests that are the super hard versions of the bosses, and you do the final boss, it's such a damage sponge. Like, it's silly. It literally took me like, I think like an hour to beat the whole thing, or like an hour and a half, and I was just like, dude. If I'm remembering correctly, I have it on recording so I could check, but yeah. Yeah, so many phases. Alright. Well, yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna move on to
There's a
Persona
shadow
5 dancing
nearby.
real quick.
Be careful.
So, yeah. I'm gonna end it here, and I'll be back in like 5 minutes or so. Everything is already a bullet sponge. Yeah, but you still like haven't hit. I imagine you still haven't hit the ceiling for how strong your personas can get. That's the problem. Is like, I pretty much hit the ceiling in terms of damage output, right? Like max stats, like doing technical damage, having technical adept, you know, having the different boosts on, like, you know, ice boost and ice amp and things like that. It's just like, I was like, dude, so you're telling me everybody who fights this boss, they have to spend this much time fighting it? It's just kind of silly. Because, I mean, I was telling Extreme earlier, it's hard to lose in this game, because when you're in battle and you use an item, it pauses the game. So it's like, you know? Yeah, Extreme, this is what I'm talking about. You, like, pick up incense when you're fighting stuff. It's just like random drops, so you can just increase your stats as you wish, basically. Pretty cool. Yeah, more null and repel skills. That's a good point, Extreme. You hardly use items, you need to do that more often? Yes, definitely. I would definitely use items as opposed to using healing spells, unless they're heal all spells, but even then, like... Alrighty guys, I'm gonna switch over to dancing, so same deal, just refresh in a minute or so if you're at all interested in watching. Mostly just gonna be doing a friggin' outfit showcase. So, that'll be interesting. Yeah guys, I'll be right back.